Okay, so Tokyo Ghoul Re is finally aired, man. And where to start? Where to start? Where to start? I really simply just don't know, because this first episode, just changed the game drastically and just makes you wonder what the hell has been going on. And that's why many suggest read, from basically, if you've seen the Jason arc, read from chapter 63 onward, all the way up until you get to Tokyo Ghoul Re and or the ending of Tokyo Ghoul in and of itself, so we can learn about what the hell has been going on and what's been happening. So I gotta say this. The Quinx, the human slash ghouls that have been made, which are probably nothing as strong as Kaneki per se, which I don't really know the details of that and how that would be, but that's just my assumption. But the Quinx, half ghoul, half human doves now. That's something that I never saw coming, and that's something that's extremely dangerous to the ghouls, obviously, because that's going to allow them to take down just normal ghouls. I mean, the doves had hard enough time taking down ghouls that were, I guess, mid-caliber alone, and now this allows them to, really do that from what we get to see here. That demonstration was shown during the taxi driver and them fighting him. So now we look at S-rank ghouls, which seems as if Nishiki is actually one, just going by the voice actor and how he sounds. That's clearly Nishiki, and he actually announces saying, hey, there's something off about this Sasaki guy. I can't even say his name yet. I gotta get these names down, man. That's what they're calling him in the friggin' anime episode, so that's what I'll call him. Or Sasaki, there we go. Sasaki Highs. So we find out that Sasaki is actually Kaneki. We find that out at the very end. We see Kaneki. We're all just sitting here like, where's Kaneki at? What's going on? Given I didn't know who he was, and then anyone who does not know and or did not know who that was, now you know. Kaneki is a dove now, and that's something that's really kind of crazy if we think about it. Something that we cannot even wrap our head around, and maybe that's going to be found within chapter 63 to the end of Tokyo Ghoul. That's something that I'm going to have to go back and read before I think episode 3 comes out, I was told, so I did not get lost with what's the future events that are about to happen and or take place. So, I mean, that's something that everyone should do. Like I said, read that chapter 63 to the end of Tokyo Ghoul, and then be ready for episode 3, I believe it is. As long as we're ready for episode 3, we should be good to go. But since we're talking about, Sasaki and or Kaneki per se, how about we talk about the new squad, with Uri, and I think it's Ganashi, and it's a Mato squad. Mato's daughter is now in charge of this new squad, and they named it after her last name, of course, Mato. And that's something that I did not necessarily see coming. I don't know if she has gotten strong or anything. I don't know if she's still kind of like, I don't want to say liability character, but a very weak character. We know from season 1 and 2 she was not no ghoul hunter, but she was someone that was smart and could crack a case. She could, send people whereabouts. She was the person that worked behind the scenes saying, hey, that's where that ghoul is. Hey, this is what we need to do in order to take down this ghoul. Someone who's strategic per se, right? Not like Mato, who was not only strategic and smart, but could fight. She doesn't have that physical capability. So that's something we gotta think about. So the other thing I want to talk about is we actually get to see Hinami. We see that she's grown up. We see that she's affiliated with that torso guy, and that's something that we got to kind of wrap our head around too. Why is she affiliated with ghouls that are devouring humans for fun and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Because that's not how the coffee shop on Teku was brought up. They didn't associate with ghouls that were like that, So that makes you wonder. She doesn't necessarily associate with him, but she was kind of given orders to tell him something. So that makes you wonder what the hell is going on with that. What's on Teku like now? I don't really know, and that's something that does beg the question to be answered. So at the same time, we didn't get to see Toka. That's obviously the other person we want to see. And the art style, I want to say, I said on Twitter I prefer the old art style, and I don't think I'll take that back, no. But at the same time, the more I watch this episode, the more I watch this anime, I don't know, a part of me just didn't care. I was like, okay, new art style, whatever. I just don't care, because I grew to like it throughout the episode. I really don't know how to describe it any other way. It slowly but surely just like, not even slowly, but like almost instantly just started to grow on me, man. I don't know why that is, but I guess it is what it is. I really don't know how to explain that. But for all Tokyo Ghoul fans, I gotta ask you the question: what did you guys think of this new first episode of Tokyo Ghoul Re? I mean, some people wanted the anime to continue original because they like and adore the first couple seasons, and they didn't want it to go to this Tokyo Ghoul Re. But I'll tell you what, it started on strong as shit, and I I can't be upset about anything that's transpiring after this first episode.